What's going on, guys? Person Talk, you back again with my WWE Vengeance, um, Vengeance Takeover pay-per-view, and we started off Vengeance with let's start off with a pre-show. We had Eli Drake return on the pre-show. Now I know the WWE needed shock value, but why was he on the pre-show? Like, if you need shock value, especially when AEW's kicking your ass, but you do it on the pre-show. Not many people are watching the pre-show. Do it on the main show. It would have meant more, and it would have actually felt better. It was just like, here's Eli Drake, and we're just gonna just put him in here on the pre-show because we don't know what to do. We could have had like a video package for Eli Drake, something to actually get the fans, especially on board with NXT again. Because let's face it, since the pandemic, NXT hasn't been what it used to be, and that you can say, okay, that's because they're on TV now, and that shouldn't matter. If they're on TV or not, they should still put on a good show. And you got Triple H holding on for these talents like the Undisputed Era, Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa, and Velveteen Dream, even if he's going to ever go on the main roster. And they've done everything they can, and he needs to start building new stars now. He needs some new fresh faces for his brand. And we started for the first match of the night with it was for the women's tag titles Dusty Classics. It was um, it was Blackheart and Moon versus Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez. This was a really good match, a real good back and forth match. Dakota Kai and Raquel get the win, and Dakota Kai needs to go face, especially if you're gonna obviously Rhea Ripley's going to the main roster. Io Shirai will probably go to the main roster after WrestleMania, maybe after SummerSlam. You need to start building up your NXT Women's division again. I know you've got Taya Valkyrie coming in, and maybe Tessa Blanchard could come in, which I think she shouldn't go to WWE. She goes to AEW, but that's another day. But the thing is, turn Dakota Kai face. And then we had the North American title. We had Johnny Gargano versus Kushida. And can we say that this Johnny Gargano heel turn is over? Can we say it's bad? Like, he doesn't suit as a heel. Like, he cannot. Some wrestlers can pull off heel and face, but Johnny Gargano is not one of those wrestlers. So he needs to be face. Like, he's one of those guys that he gets beat up, and people are crying for him to actually overcome the heel and get a win. And you're doing this whole thing when he's trying to be a heel and it's not working. He knows it's not working. It doesn't help that the crowd isn't in there and stuff, because obviously all the members in the crowd are just family and they're just going like, ah. So yeah, Johnny Gargano gets the win, and Samuel Shaw was attacking Austin Theory before the match. It looks like they're going to do Johnny Gargano versus Samuel Shaw. And what else does Johnny Gargano have to do? He's done everything else he has on the main roster, on NXT. He's a 3-time North American champion, the first ever person to do that. He's NXT champion. Like, put him on the main roster events. If you're not going to have him as world champion, have him as a mid-carder. He's a good, solid mid-carder that can actually make an IC title. If he was in an IC title feud or a US title feud, he would actually make it worth watching or make it interesting. There's so many guys on the main roster he can work with and get over. Maybe like a Nakamura, maybe like a Daniel Bryan, maybe The Miz, maybe whoever. He's done everything he has on NXT, so move him on to the main roster. Then we had the next match. It was MSK versus the Grizzly Young Vets for the NXT Men's Dusty Classic. I like this match better than the women's match, and MSK get the win. Also, they're the former tag team from TNA. I think they are. I think they're the former tag team from TNA. If they are, guys, tell me in the comments. But they win the Dusty Classic. Then we have Io Shirai, Mercedes Martinez, and Toni Storm in a triple threat match for the NXT title. This was a really good women's match. They had a table spot where basically the table broke on its own. Nobody was actually on the table. It just like, and then Io Shirai is climbing on this like um, this tall statue thing, and she dives on there. She's kind of doing like what Jeff Hardy did, climbing a bit of the set, and she gets the win. She's selling it like a shoulder injury. She gets the win and retains the title. And like I said, I was hoping that Toni Storm was going to win this match, and then you can move on Io Shirai to the main roster, because like with Gargano, like with Adam Cole, she's done everything she has on NXT. So what else is for Io Shirai to do? Then we have the main event of the night. It's the NXT Men's Title, Finn Balor versus Pete Dunne. This was a really good match. I know I said that, but I think that this was probably one of my favorite matches of the night. A lot of good, great wrestling, and then we had Finn Balor wins with a coup de grace, but the ending, the Undisputed Era come out because obviously um, Pete Dunne's faction was attacking Finn Balor, and Undisputed Era come out, and then we think that they're all on the same page. Kyle O'Reilly and all the Undisputed Era are doing their Undisputed Era sign, and then Adam Cole super kicks Finn Balor, and then we have Kyle O'Reilly going, "What the fuck was that, Adam?" And then Adam Cole gets angry. He super kicks Kyle O'Reilly, and then he walks down the ramp, and then Charles like. He's like, what the fuck? Like, my faction has just been destroyed. And it was awesome. I really liked the ending to this. And it looks like Adam Cole's off to the main roster. I've seen reports online that Vince is high on Adam Cole, which take that as what you will. Because Vince says that about a lot of people. He said that about Cesaro on a podcast. And then he said he didn't get Cesaro on the podcast. So you got to take that for what it is. But Adam Cole's going up to the main roster. It looks like he is going up to the main roster. So leave your guys' thoughts in the comments, and I'll check you later. Peace.